we were coming into end of quarter and was looking for a way to help like inspire and motivate the AEs who weren't quite to their number, but still had a couple of days that they could go back and look at their business and find different ways to get there. So how could we help them change their mindset and their frame of reference for getting to their number? And then the other part was how to set up themselves for success better for the second half of the year, knowing that maybe there were some areas or gaps that they ran into. What can they do tactically today to prepare for the next quarter and the next half of the year? Justin just did such an amazing job of like captivating the room and getting everyone to listen, and the why behind it was really compelling for the team. And I think what was also really different from what we've had at other speaking engagements was his ability to speak to his tactical equation for success that worked for him in a role as an account executive, that in words that made sense to them. So it was language that they understood, and it was steps that made sense, and it was an equation that they could take back and gave us an opportunity to hold them accountable going forward. I guess a lot more interest in looking at their business and reflecting back on what they've done in the past that hasn't worked, and putting in a process going forward that can change the results. I think prior to having Justin, people who were either performing or weren't performing thought maybe both were by accident or territory, or I just happened to make a bunch of calls and they worked. And now we're able to look a little bit more prescriptively at their activities and like the KPIs and the results that come from it, and work backwards to see what works and what doesn't. Well, Justin was a 10 out of 10. We would have him back any day. He's extremely vulnerable and raw, and the team totally connected with him on like a personal level, but also a professional level, an absolute natural, and hope he comes back soon.